Welcome back, everyone. I'm an Archer here. Time for some more Project Zomboid Build 33. So we're here. This is potentially going to be our new home. So let's loot our next door neighbor's house here for it. It's getting late-ish, but I think we have enough time to do this. Zombie. What is making noise over here? Something is making noise over here. Maybe it's upstairs? There's definitely not a TV over here. TV's over there. Must be upstairs. Let's start upstairs anyways. Mostly because I'm curious. Oh, there's a TV upstairs. To actually remove these curtains here. Because we're going to need to block out some stuff in the new house in a minute. Let's turn this off. Here we go. Alright. This is the bathroom. Some more sheets. If we need them, we can come over and grab a whole lot of sheets, actually. Alright. Good to know. Alright. What's going on? Anything? Premium Technologies radio. Headphones. I wonder if you can attach headphones to a radio. I'm actually going to take that radio because I'm gonna put it in our new house. It'll be a little bit overloaded on our way home, but that's okay. Actually, a lot overloaded. We should probably just go home and not worry about trying to deal with the rest of this house right now. It's getting late-ish anyways. Late by sleepyhead standards. Yeah, and we got the run key pushed down, and this is as fast as he goes, so definitely a good idea to head home. Alright, looks like something's on the TV again. Someone just firebombed someone in the crowd. I just missed something. Stick with us, everyone. More as it happens on the developing story on Triple N. Let's go over to the regular news station and see what if anything is happening over there. Thanks for asking, family doctors. Oh, that's a commercial. It's smelling of the urinary tract infection. Close curtains. Alright. We need to drop our radio. Actually, let's eat half of this chicken. I'm here with Professor Jake Wilson. Professor Wilson is a scientist with the military. Might have seen him, blah blah blah. Professor Wilson, you've been given far easier ride in interviews today than you deserve. Just what the hell is going on in there? I'm not in charge, I'm just here to put fears to rest. People are in a bad way, but they're panicked and confused. I know, because I heard you say the same thing on NNR this morning. Transmission has slowed, but the situation remains volatile, Diane. Is there anything at all you could tell us that we don't already know? Or only that they have no reason to believe that they won't recover? Yeah, right. I believe the nation believes that you are withholding information. I think that's probably true. They believe you are refusing to address the issue. I wish these things went a little faster. They're just not quite quick enough for me. Because if you're a slow reader, maybe it's better. Faster. Because the military sensitivity of both issues and the region involved. Is that true? Dun dun dun. Truly sorry, but I am a disease analyst scientist. I analyze and report, not... Tell us some science. Diane's a hard-nosed interviewer. Listen, we got some of the best guys looking at the samples. People are confused in there, and they are distressed. Currently, we have no reason to believe they won't recover. Let's see if we can put some stuff on the shelves. Should we be afraid? Categorically, no. Liar. The Nox event is contained. Alright, that seems to be done. For now, so now we can actually put things away. Lettuce, lemon, ice cream, ham, flour. I know flour doesn't need to be refrigerated, but why not? Meat patty, milk package, peach, pickles. Into the refrigerator with you. Alright, got that. Where's all of our food? They're in one of these things over here, didn't I? I don't really remember where I put all our food. Whatever, there's peanut butter in there, we'll go with that. More peanut butter. Cheese, not the cheese. Cheese has to be refrigerated. And then we'll go over here. Dump off all of our other junk. Pistol's not going to help us right now. Shotgun shells are not going to help us right now. Rounds aren't going to help us right now. I wish it didn't take so long to move things like pistols in and out of bags. I know it's a gamey thing, just to help balance the game out a little bit, but it's not very realistic. Dump one of these whiskey bottles in here. Put the cheese in here, and then we're probably gonna go to sleep next. Cheese in here. Water bottles, we don't need to be carrying like 6 water bottles. Should probably also turn the TV off before we go to bed. Probably be a good idea. So we don't wake up to any unwelcome visitors. Alright, we're just gonna sleep right here. So we'll finish looting the house next door. Actually, we might want to go to skip the house next door for the time being, because it's not like it's going anywhere. We're going to be here a while anyways. I'll just leave 3 more hours. It's too early. Because I know where there are a few crates, which I think would be a good idea. Hello. Moved into the area overnight, huh? I'm a new neighbor. Got him. Alright. I like the more burned out houses. I'm actually going to go look at that, I think, just because I haven't seen one of the pre-burnt houses yet. Alright, I've tried to take care of this couple of zombies. Come on. Stomp and push. Stomp and push. Alright, anything? Nothing? Nothing. Alright, you guys are useless. You want to be carrying an axe. That would have been helpful. Shutters didn't burn. Does anything survive in here? Oh, there's a little bit of a thing in here. Another radio. Garbage bag. So I'll take the canned food. Some flour and some yeast. Make some bread. This is probably a bad idea to go upstairs in a burnt out house. Yeah, I'm actually not going to do that. I really don't want to fall through the floor. Break a leg. Alright, so we're going to hit the church here first. And then we will move on from there. Fishing tackle I will take. Glue I will take. Screwdriver I already have. Another premium radio. Alright. There's usually really not much of anything useful in the church, but I always like to check anyways. Oh, I forgot there are crates back here. Saw, plank, potatoes. Already have a saw and a plank. Now if you had an axe, that's something I would be interested in. That's outside. Alright. Bookshelf, cooking for beginners. We have that book, but I'll take it anyways. Nothing. Alright. Yep, church was kind of useless, although I see a zombie approaching. Excuse me, sir. No church today. Go. Alright, so let's go to... I need to move up down here a little bit. There's a building. I think it might be right down here. Yep, there it is. This building, I believe, has a few crates in it. So we will hit it up. Hopefully we find an axe. That's my main goal, is an axe. When we get an axe, we can really start to dig into defending our home. Some more nails. Fishing net trap I will take. Thread and wood glue I will take. Nails I will take. Propane tank is probably useful, but I'm not really sure for what at the moment. Come on, axe. Rope. Nope, no axe. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, we could go Price is Right. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Wow. Alright. Now there's a house down here. There. So since we're already out here, let's just hit it up. See if it has anything useful for us. It's a pretty big house. It's got a garage too. Garage is probably the primary target. Open. There we go. No alarm, please. I guess they rebalanced the sounds a little bit. I feel like batteries would probably be useful for radios in the future. They pushed a small patch in recently, and I guess the the sounds were too loud. Alright, there's a zombie coming. There he is. I see you, lady. Which I can get behind. They did seem a little excessively loud. Blank. Purse. Alright. Just a little pea closet. And we're inside. Let's make sure this house is clear, more or less first. We don't really want to get jumped. Fishing for beginners. That's me. Yeah, it's great in here. Some nails in it. This is kind of a weird house. I don't really know what to make of this house. Like, just the setup of it is strange. It's got like the weird mudroom kind of thing going on. Maybe this is what farmhouses are like. Alright. Chips. I'm finding a lot of pepper, but I don't really see any salt. I feel like we should take a mortar and pestle. Not entirely sure what it's for, but I think it's for the new herbalist or whatever it was called, the new skill that we don't have. So it's probably useless to us. Wow, 20 rounds in that. But I'll take it anyways. Alright, let's go upstairs. Buddy up here? Not on the landing. Lots of radios around. Good old clothes racks that are supposed to be clothes and not hardware equipment. It's one of those weird oversights in the game. But I'm sure they'll get around to fixing eventually. In the meantime, I will take advantage of it. Vest, school bag, getting hungry. Eat the rest of this chicken before it goes bad. Carpenter for intermediates, I'm pretty sure we have. But you know me, I end up with like 8,000 copies of books because I'm just not sure which ones I have and which ones I don't. Can't remember. Alright. Nope, one more room. Almost missed this one. Nothing. Alright, this house was... I won't say... Oh, there's one more room too. Bathroom? Yeah. I won't say it was a bust. Not sure if we have... We had a pair of tweezers, but I think we may have lost them at the old house. When we abandoned the old house. So I'll take it anyways. Another room? It's like rooms upon rooms in this place. Oh, it's just the toilet, the commode area. Pee closet, as I call it. Because I'm classy like that. Nice and quiet out this side of town. Not much in the way of zombie the zombie situation is, you know, relatively contained. Just gonna go over here and then loot our way back towards the house. Oh, not close enough. There we go. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, gonna do it. This guy's doing the zombie shuffle instead of coming to see me. Wanna come here? I don't really like you hanging around there. Likely to jump me at some point when I'm not paying attention. Go. I see there's another zombie down there. I guess not. Alright. Looks like the TV's on again. The army has mobilized us rolling into major further demonstrations and for fear of further demonstrations and civil unrest. The State Department has underlined that the Knox event is contained. They state that the need for panic is over and are considering nationwide implementation of a curfew. The President has made the following statement. After talks with the General, I'm satisfied that I can't do a Bill Clinton. The Knox event is, for all intents and purposes, contained. However, tests on recovering from Knox sickness are inconclusive. Lab has set up inside the zone now. Every dollar that I have at my disposal will go towards their healing and rehabilitation. Knox event is contained. Procedures are underway to ensure our safety. That will be all. We're keeping you updated throughout the night. It's the middle of the day. Triple in. Alright. I want to go back out and... That's it. This is from... Lowe's. Alright. You guys coming to the sound of the TV? Alright, let's get these other two. Come here, guys. They also apparently turned down the frequency at which TVs spawn. Or TVs spawn turned on, I should say. You just don't have a clue I'm here, do you? But I'm not sure how helpful that is for us, because this world has been built already from before. But, so I think that, assuming that's all determined at the start. We've not read this. All right, let's take that. Assuming that's all determined when you start up a game, then we're just screwed in that case. I think we have a fishing rod already, but we may have left it at the old place, so not take it anyways. Alex, good stuff in here. Nothing that's super useful for us right now, but could have been at some point, or will be at some point in the future potentially. It's a big house. Oh, hello. Why do you look like you have stuff on you, but you don't? That's an unnice trick there, game. Whoops. Nothing. Shoes. But in here. Nothing in the bathroom. Well, bathroom stuff. Toothbrush. There we go. Someone's a big fan of Pac-Man. Alright, what's in here? Another bathroom. I'm probably being too cavalier with the way I'm charging into these rooms. Seems like probably a good way to get bit. But what you gonna do? I mean, clearly I'm not gonna stop. That would just be silly. Is that full now? That's full now. Alright. And we're overburdened now. Well, at least there's not really that much stuff in here to take anyways. Alright, what can I lose? Move one of these beta blockers out. There we go. How much time have I been going? Alright, I'm gonna stop here for today. And I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, consider leaving me a like. Helps me out a great deal. Consider subscribing if you haven't done that already. And I will see you guys back here later for some more Project Zomboid. Thanks so much.